So, welcome back to my channel. And today I just wanted to go over some quotes by Reverend Ike, known for well, his influence, so to speak, in the Black Church movement and the gospel prosperity. What he taught is actually that, everyone, their right, so to speak, is, whatever. He always preached prosperity and abundance, but he also very clearly stated that it's for everything. So love, health, wealth, etc. So I'm just going to go over some of his quotes and then, give my own explanation. Once again, just try to simplify it for you if it's not already simple enough for you to understand, so to speak. So, every time you say I am, you are announcing the presence of God within you. I am is the self-definition of the Almighty. God is not a distant creature far off in the sweet by and by. God is within you. God lives in you, through you, as you. So just understand that God is just another word for obviously the Creator, the Father. And if you don't like those, once again, human-made up words, because we as humans, we try to explain, what we are aware of, so to speak, and give it a name and so that, it becomes, so we can remember it, so to speak, and live, go through our day and day and whatever, throughout our lives to, make it easier, so to speak, by knowing everything, but, that's not per se the case, okay? But, so, your faith is no good until you learn or choose to have faith in yourself. Well, it says your faith is no good, but once again, since I'm always teaching, everything in itself is obviously neutral. I mean, I said obviously, but, I know that that's a fact, but, elaborate on that statement. Think about it, put your awareness on, is that true or not? And, try to come up with examples of, why that is actually true. Because in itself, yes, everything is neutral. So your faith is no good doesn't really mean anything, but it's just in a way of, you're not getting what you, so to speak, desire. You're not, deciding that you can right now be, do, or have literally whatever it is that you, want to be, do, or have, as an experience or circumstance or, whatever. So your faith is no good, so to speak, but your faith is no good until you choose to have faith in yourself. Well, the Oxford definition of faith is complete trust or confidence in someone or something. So once again, that's a choice, a decision. But like I said in my video yesterday, making a decision is also a choice, and making a choice is also a decision. Because you have to make the choice to make the choice, I know it sounds pretty much the same, but, that is what you're doing. Because, not making a choice is also making a choice. You really, think about it, Once again, thinking is just you as pure awareness, the silent observer, whatever, your true self, put your awareness on whatever. And whatever cloud, so to speak, then the cloud, in this case, equals to a thought, but you don't have to focus on a cloud in the sky, so to speak. You can, look away or focus on something else, you don't have to be identified with it. And it's the exact same for a thought. And yes, a thought. So whatsoever, which thought, whatever you are, so to speak, aware of, or aware of, past, present, future, doesn't matter, it's all right now. Awareness is right now. This reality is only right now, only in this, precious present moment. All right. So, I thought I said it at the beginning of the video as well, but this was one of the things he was known for, claiming. Reverend Ike claimed, prosperity is your divine right. Abundance is your birthright. So obviously I put there, this goes for everything. So love, health, wealth, specific person, that's obviously love, but you get what I mean. And as well, I think that's a good one. As specific as you want. It goes for everything. All of creation which is already finished, which you can pick from in this moment right now, and you're always doing so. You know, choosing ceaselessly, even if you're not aware of it, because, well, you are pure awareness itself. So even if you are not aware of being pure awareness itself, consistently putting your awareness on, well, whatever, well, then here I am to tell you that, well, that's what you have always been doing, so to speak, in a linear time perspective, but you're always doing it. You cannot not do it. The only thing, of the only, well, moment, so to speak, you can do it is by just becoming aware of being awareness itself, which, well, you can only do that by purely observing, well, the silent observer, so to speak, becoming aware of awareness, becoming consciousness itself, becoming conscious of consciousness, being consciousness itself right now. That's the only way, so to speak, to, well, look at your true self. You're not looking because you're, once again, the true observer, or consciousness is also, you know, seeing with the eyes. Just one of the, you know, five senses is still seen by thought, so to speak, but no, by the observer, because also thoughts, you know, are observed by the observer, or in different words, pure consciousness, pure awareness. Okay, so yeah, so faith. So you, well, he said, have faith in yourself. Faith. So the definition, Oxford definition, was complete trust or confidence in someone or something. Well, you still have to choose that to be true, you know, those two statements regarding to whatever. Okay, so that's, once again, everything is neutral in itself. You desire, or choose what you desire, or, you know, don't desire whatever, what you do want to experience, and, well, rather don't want to experience in this lifetime. Linear time perspective, it's all right now, you know, past, present, future, it's all right now, you know, forever. So you still have to choose that to be true, which is your own decision, if you do so or not. So prosperity is your divine right. Abundance is your birthright. Well, just like me, I have to, well, convince myself, so to speak, put my awareness, well, choosing to put my awareness on that being true or not being true. And I have the decision, I can make a choice to do so right now. I don't have to look at the, so to speak, past or anything that I ever, well, manifested, created, so to speak. Once again, my channel name is also named, well, titled Creation is Finished. Well, because it is. Everything is already done. You, well, just have to pick of what is already, so to speak, created. So, well, even for me, obviously, as I am my own individualized aspect of God, you know, consciousness, awareness, pure observing, pure, well, pure awareness, pure consciousness. So I, right now, have to, well, choose these statements to be true or not. But the more I realize that it's in itself neutral, and you are right now, as awareness itself, deciding that to be true or not, well, then I recommend you do believe it to be true. And belief, yeah, remember, belief or believing in something is observed by your true self, pure consciousness, the silent observer, pure awareness, God, all that is, well, etc. So since everything is neutral in itself, it's solely your own decision to even believe in that statement, or any statement for that, well, in that case, you know, like, that's the whole thing I'm trying to, well, make you understand, or, you know, get you to realize that, well, it's all a choice. Consistently, yes, in this, so to speak, linear time perspective, it's not just one choice and then, well, you're done, so to speak. The only, well, of course not, but the thing is, you're praying, so to speak, asking, once again, you're not praying, asking, creating, or manifesting, you are choosing, deciding, well, you are either this or you don't have this, well, you are this, you're not this, you are this person or you're not this person, you do have this job or whatever, or you don't, or those are all decisions, you know, choices you, well, either consciously or subconsciously have made, because otherwise you wouldn't be, well, experiencing what you are experiencing right now. So yeah, so remember, belief or believing in something is, well, observed by your true self, pure consciousness. So from your true state, your true self, make the conscious choice to put your awareness on, well, those two statements being true for you. Because once again, they're in itself neutral. Because you as, well, awareness have to choose it to be true or not for your life, so to speak, for your own individualized aspect of consciousness life, so to speak. Your life as a human, the finite little human me who most of the time chooses or believes not to have any control over anything, but you actually do. That's the whole point. You just have to allow, well, you just have to allow it, quite literally. But it's once again, but I don't believe it, this isn't true for me, it never has been. Well, that's because you convince yourself that it isn't, and therefore it can only not be true in your life, so to speak. You can only, so to speak, get what you expect, and you believe that, well, this isn't true, then the opposite has to be true, and, well, that gets reflected back to you, and then, well, there goes the feedback loop, like, oh, here it is, I were right, I'm always right. Well, you are, if you think you can do it, or you think you cannot do it, you are right. And Henry Ford said this, it's a quote by him, but I think, well, he understood that, because, well, look into who Henry Ford is, but, but once again, even for Henry Ford, an individualized aspect of consciousness that is not physically here right now, it's at least not the, so to speak, identity he as awareness, identified as, but also, well, he had, in some moment in his life, so to speak, one moment he had to make choices. He always made a choice, and he actually, well, chose to be abundant, and to understand that, well, prosperity is your divine right, love is your birthright, health is your divine right, health is your birthright, wealth is your divine right, wealth is your birthright, having this relationship, or having this amount of money, or this car, or 5 cars, or 10 cars, whatever, 10 girlfriends, 10 boyfriends, like, you decide. Once again, you decide right now that, well, is that true, or isn't that true? Maybe, you could also decide right now, like, in 10 years, then that's going to be true for me. Well, congratulations, you just played yourself, but, that's the thing, it's still a decision. I mean, I'm not making it for you, I'm suggesting things to you, but still you have to, well, you have to consciously make the decision to either believe what I am saying or not. And therefore I'm always saying, please test it, test the law, so to speak. The law is just, you are praying ceaselessly, and whatever you don't cancel out, so whatever you are aware of right now, you will get reflected back to you as long as you don't cancel it out. And what is canceling it out? Well, putting your awareness on the opposite of what you just claimed to be true. Well, that is true, actually. So the opposite of what you claimed to be true just now the opposite of that is true. So you're either in a loving relationship with this SP, or whatever you desire, or you're not. So there's a choice, you have a choice to, well, choose one or the second. But do understand that you right now as awareness are choosing. You are making a decision. And yes, consciously. And even if you, even if subconsciously you decided a whole lot of things to be true for you, well, right now I told you that in itself everything is neutral. You created, you manifested, once again, creation is finished. You chose these things to be true, and now they are true in your life, and, well, they will forever be until you cancel them out by understanding that you can right now become aware of the opposite of that being true, and, well, that makes it instantly true, and not only in your mind, not only in awareness, but also in this physical 3D reality that has to be an objective fact, which it already is by you right now deciding it. But then stay true to that claim, don't cancel it out, go and do something else, go and put your awareness on some different beliefs, whatever. Once again, that's a decision. So right now just revise or cancel all these things out, all these bad things that are happening to you right now as we're speaking, or, as I'm speaking, so to speak. But, the past, present, and future is right now, so it doesn't matter. If something happened to you 3 minutes ago, or you're going through something right now, or maybe later this evening, whatever. My point being is time is right now. Awareness is right now, reality is right now, which means you have the choice to deliberately, well, choose something different, a different state of being, a different state of consciousness. So you put your awareness on being aware of something else. And whatsoever, well, that's once again up to you to decide. But yeah, I'm just once again giving you the full choice, to, well, get whatever you do or do not desire. Once again, that is up to you. Okay, so I appreciate you tuning in, and well, let us go into the silence.